Hello, this is Paul from Foresight Tech. In this lecture, we go over piecewise function. How do you sketch the piecewise function? So all we need is like this. Okay. Pay attention. So how do you draw the graph? Just draw the graph piece by piece. Okay. So how many pieces do we have in the piecewise functions? You draw how many times? Okay. Be sure make the boundary points clear. The boundary, okay, is very important. I'll just show you one example. Let me see this example. And we have the functions shown here. Two piece, right? So the first piece is from negative infinity to x, okay, which means x less than 0. The second piece is for x greater than or equal to 0. That means y equals x equals 0. The y-axis is cut. Okay, your function or the graph into two pieces. But the first we need to evaluate the function at -3 and 0 and 2. So how to evaluate it? Even we don't know the graph, we still know how to evaluate it, right? So f at 3. So let me see. Okay, so evaluate the first part. So let me see. F at -3 equals what? So when x equals -3, which piece to use? When x equals -3, which means less than 0, use the first one, right? Okay, evaluate the first part. X is now -3, so there's a -3 plus 2. What do we get? We get a -1. Okay, did the first. F at 0, the second. Can we going to find f at 0? Yes. When x is equals 0, which piece to use? The same ask myself. Okay, so x equals 0 belongs to the second piece, the second part, because x greater than or equals 0, right? So use this as the function. 1 minus x now 0. And do calculation, you get a 1. Okay. And the last step that is 2. F at 2 equals how many? When x equals 2, this time exactly use the second, right? Also, why? Because x greater than 0. So 1 minus 2 now. 1 minus 2, the second piece. What do we get? A -1. Okay, so we get the first part. The second part is sketch the graph. You say sketch the graph is complicated. I want to use the calculator. Okay, so this is a simple one. You don't need to use the calculator. Why? Because each part, we have two parts of this piecewise, right? Each part is a linear function. What is a linear function? Just a straight line, so it's very easy. Okay, did the first part, the second part. Let me see. Now we're going to draw the Cartesian system. Okay, the rectangular system first. So I say I draw x. If this is for x, I draw a vertical line. Vertical line for y. Whatever I say, this is y, this is x. There's a origin or 0, right? So the first part, x less than 0. Be sure was the boundary. The boundary is at x equals 0. Okay. So can we see? So the first part is y equals x plus 2. I put here first. I put the function is y equals x plus 2. See, at the left side of y equals y-axis, which means x equals 0. The left is the linear function. The right is what? Is y equals, I also write y equals 1 minus x. How do you draw this straight line? Everyone knows. We find the intercept. Okay, we find the x-intercept. Set up y equals 0, x equals -2. Whatever you have here, this I say -2. Okay, this is x-intercept. What is y-intercept? Y-intercept is set up x equals 0, y equals 2, right? Is if I simply say the same distance, put it here. But be sure, is this include or exclude for the left part? See, that does not equal 2. be careful about this boundary. What you need to make, so this is a 2. If I say this is a 2, okay, we have to draw this empty circle, which means what? To exclude this point, and the two intercepts link them together, you get the straight line. Okay, but here, see, this is y equals x plus 2. The same. How about the right part? So y equals 1 minus x. So let me go on to find what the x-intercept. X-intercept set about y equals 0. Resolve the equation, get x equals 1. Okay, if you say 1's here, okay, include, okay, this is include this is 1. Y-intercept set up x equals 0, y equals 1. I say 1 is here. See, y-intercept, the x-intercept, link them. Y here I put the what? I put the solid circle, the point, which means so this straight line include this point. Okay, so I put here whatever. And see, this is the graph, the rough graph. Be sure make this boundary clear, and the right point, this is included, this is empty, is excluded. Okay, that's all. Thank you.